Hey Libra, I hope you guys are doing amazing. We're going to tap into your energy, so please be open to exchanging your frequency, your energy. Thank you to your spirit team, your deceased loved ones, your ancestors coming through for you today. Libra, thank you Spirit, Universe, God for showing up too. Let's find out what's going on in the Libra's energy today, what it is we need to focus on, we need to give clarity about. We got time after time. Time after time. Resistance on the bottom. You know, you got waiting cycles, moments, and then secret admirers, suppressing and timid. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay, it's not really about like, well, it could be for some of you like a secret admirer. You could be the secret admirer, but if anything, you guys are actually waiting, and the waiting has caused you to feel like you're suppressing certain amounts of emotions, like excitement and maybe even feeling adventurous, or like you really feel like you're missing out on opportunities and you feel like time is just being wasted, time is just passing by. Like if it were like a summer day, you know, you'd feel like you would be sitting in your house wasting away the day for something that was so beautiful, and you could have been a part of something, you could have done something that would have really made a great memory, etc. That kind of feeling is happening, and you feel like maybe you yourself have been resisting on making things happen in your life. And for some of you, you guys are actually waiting on something. Maybe this is for some of you that are pregnant and you're waiting for your baby to arrive, and you're just kind of counting down the minutes and the time or the days, whatever it may be. For others of you, it could be waiting on like a promotion, waiting on a specific vacation or a holiday, or waiting on somebody to return, or whatever it may be. There's something about moments that really count for you, and that you feel like you could be missing out on certain moments. And I want you to know, like, divine timing is everything. So as much as we can dwell on things, as much as we can think that it could be like this or it could be like that, or this or this or that or that, but the feeling is like, bring yourself to the present and enjoy what you have at the moment. And if you feel like you are, say, waiting around, find something to do that's productive. Don't resist. You know what makes time fly, and you should always know this for sure, but when you're having fun, right? So if you're waiting for something, don't you think you should be having fun every day while waiting? Because don't you think the time will fly just to get to where you're actually waiting for, because you're actually having fun? So doing the little things that really bring you excitement and joy. I don't know, some of you could be reading a book. I just got that. So it could be reading your favorite book, could be reading a new book, could be going outside and just sitting with your trees and your flowers and your bushes out front of your yard or in the backyard. Maybe some of you have a really beautiful backyard, you know, and those birds are just waiting for you to join in the daily prayer of singing, you know, because that's what birds do all day. They be singing, chirping, loving each other, having a great time, telling each other, warning each other, all the things, right? And you could be a part of that too. You're nature, you're natural, you're a beautiful part of this earth. So for some of you, it could be that you also have a secret admirer, though. You could be the one that's a secret admirer, and I was feeling that too, but mainly I'm feeling like some of you could be even suppressing the fact that you do feel something for someone. There could be a reason, though. There could be reasons. For some of you could like somebody who's already like affiliated with somebody else, like they're maybe already talking to someone, or like, you know, and you don't really want to interrupt that or bug that, or, you know, intervene in a sense, which is, in all reality, that's humble, and that's got moral to it, because you're not trying to mess up something that could be really good, or that could end up being a really potential benefit for the person that you're admiring, whatever it may be. But anyways, let's get actually started into some tarot and see where this is leading. So let's find out. Libra, it's time. Time after time. Time after time. If you're lost, you will find me. Time after time. I can't remember if she's like, if you're lost, you will find me, or you can find me, or something like that. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Okay, well, the creative spark being in the reverse with the perseverance and the upright Nine of Wands, the Sagittarius energy is very significant. With both of these cards, the full moon in Sagittarius is actually happening today. So it could be something that's actually activating for you right now. And then there's a lot of things where you felt blocked, right? But the thing is okay, that's what it is. You keep persisting in thought. In thought. You persist in thought. This is the spiritual tender message to no longer persist in thought and persist in productivity with your hands, with your eyes, with your nose, even like if you have to bake something, right? Or cook something like a comfort meal or something that's really gonna bring you back into a sense of like maybe inner child, sensations, basically, like what would really fulfill you, what would really bring you to a sense of true peace and calm. And that would bring you to a place of, because you know what, when we're having a good time and we're enjoying our space or enjoying our peace, time just seems to fly right on by. It really does, like when you're having fun. And I think it's fun, like for me, it's fun to meditate, it's fun to talk to myself, it's fun to talk to spirits. It's that's what I do. So it's fun for me. That's how I get through my days. And I have to be productive too. I have to find little things here and there all day to do. And I do, which is why one of the reasons why I do YouTube videos. And because I got time on my hands. I do. So if I have time on my hands, what am I going to do? I'm going to benefit those around me as well as myself. And that's what I try to do here. And that could be me just being an example setter for you, like me telling you what I do in my day for you to have a better grasp at what to do for yourself. Because it's not that you have to do the exact same things as me. You don't have to sit there and clean like every different area of the house every other day. There's something else you got to clean. So like, I like clean specific sections, and then I go to like the next day will be a different section, and then the next day will be a different section, but it's really like 5 different sections in that one section because I'm like clearing out like 4 different parts of that to put it in the other sections. Anyway, so yeah, like I really put my time into organization, into keeping my house pretty clean, into the laundry, right, to make sure like everything is put away, put up. I don't like anything on the floor. I like things on the wall. I could put a lot of pictures and a lot of things and whatnot, everything on the walls. Anyways, but yeah, I really don't like anything on the floor. So the floor has always got to look clean to me. Otherwise I go crazy. But yeah, and like also put a lot of my time into YouTube videos with you guys. I also try to create little things. Sometimes I'll create reels, or sometimes I'll send people reels too, like I think are funny. I don't try to stay on reels for very long. I start to get really like nauseous and kind of car sick kind of feeling. I don't like the spinning, like keep going through. And I don't really like staring at my phone that long, so that's actually why I do YouTube videos, so I don't have to look at my phone. I don't have to look at you. I can look anywhere else I want to look, and I'm talking to you guys. And I hope that you guys don't sit there and watch the video like right up close to your face. I hope that you guys like put it somewhere and kind of do whatever while you're listening to it and going about your day. That's how I do it. So like when I listen to one of my very favorite tarot readers, not like exactly my absolute favorite because I have like a multiple different favorites, okay? I'm one of those ones that has like 4 different favorite football teams. So, and I'm not totally into football. Like I'm not like a full-blown football fan, so I'm allowed to have 4 if I want to. I don't care. I don't care who wins. I don't care who doesn't. It's not really like I get totally affiliated with that, but like I know what I like. I know who I like. I know whatever. So yeah, I have multiple different favorites. I'm not like everybody else was like, I just have one favorite. That's good. I got like the rainbow is my favorite color. Okay. Anyways, what I'm trying to say to you is, now that I got that ADD and I got like distracted, now what am I trying to say again? This is exactly what happens to me, guys, and I'm not trying to like have this happen. But this is me being vulnerable enough to tell you this is what happens to me sometimes. But anyways, we were just talking about, let me retrack. Basically, you don't have to do everything I'm doing, but you could take it as an example and kind of put more things into your day that will bring you excitement, you joy, you something that will make you proud of yourself, right? Even if it's art. Like I paint too. I do like painting. I haven't painted for a while, but that doesn't mean I don't enjoy it when I get to do it. So mainly every time I get to paint, this is exactly how I see life. Since I don't get to do it every day, I really hold it for like it's all the gratitude. Like I hold gratitude for that time and that moment that I get to paint or did get to paint or whatever it may be. So like everything around me really holds value in my creative ways or my kids' creative ways or something that is super special and important to me, like that right there, that is the Chinese zodiac thing. Okay, and I'm obsessed with zodiacs and all of it, specifically Western, Chinese, and the regular. The regular. I want the regular today. Okay. Anyways, let's keep going. But yeah, you guys are really allowing yourselves to not feel blocked, or you're activated to not feel blocked with like ongoing battles, right? For some of you, it's really about you throwing in the towel, okay, and like no longer worrying about certain things in your mind and just being productive throughout your day, throughout the things that you can do with the things you with your senses, okay, like your five senses, and also your six, which is feeling. Feeling isn't like touching. Touching is a sense, okay? It's not feeling. Feeling is within. So touching, smelling, hearing, tasting, and seeing. Those are the five senses, right? And then you got feeling, which is the sixth. So you feeling things deeply is your sixth sense, okay? But I feel like with the Five of Cups, you do feel things deeply. And that's another reason why God wants you to get out of your thought and get into your day. Okay? Get out of your head and into your day is what I'm getting for you guys. Because Five of Cups is mourning, is sad. There's losses that have happened, there's been trials, there's been tribulations, there's been emotional outbursts or breakdowns, or things that have caused you to feel very sorrowful, maybe full of grief or full of resentment or full of exhaustion too with the Five of Cups, because we can become emotionally exhausted. We really can. And when you're in your thought all the time, especially when you're emotionally exhausted, you're just about to make your mental part of yourself exhausted as well. So in order for you to reprogram the emotions and reprogram the mentality into a higher base positive mindset, basically, you're going to have to find things within your day to bring you the ability to feel productive, to feel motivated, to feel proud of yourself. That's what you're missing. And once you start to do that, time is going to move faster, and whatever you've been waiting on is going to come before you even knew it. Like before you know it, it's going to happen, because you were so busy doing all these other things and enjoying your time and doing fun things and celebrating yourself in little ways, which is exactly what you need to be doing. The thing that you've been waiting on is going to come right before your eyes. I can tell you one experience that I can tell you that I've had multiple times, because this is something that was very important to me when I was a child, is when I knew I was going to go to my mom's. Yeah. When I was going to be on that plane, I was going to get picked up. My mom would be coming into town, whatever it may be. Those moments, I literally sat up waiting for her to get there, or waiting for my flight, whatever it may be. And I know that I was so exhausted by the time I got to spend time with her, see her, whatever. And I had actually been aware of that. I had found out, you know what, I can't be doing that to myself after a few times of doing it, which was like a good 4 years. And I finally realized I can't keep doing that to myself, because then all I do is sleep, or all I do is I'm grumpy, or I'm, like obviously what happens when you're exhausted, you get grumpy, especially as like a child. And that was for a good, when I was about 8 to 12. So, and then it started to change, because then I'd actually be able to sleep knowing my mom was coming, and then I was able to really enjoy her time and her company a lot more, because I was well rested. And not like, oh my gosh, my mom's coming, I'm so excited. You know what I mean? Like, I just want this to happen right now. Like, right now. But I didn't allow myself to be rushed anymore. And I'm like, you know what? I know she's coming, and I'm excited. And I know that I'm excited, but I'm going to make sure that I'm going to be ready for her when she arrives. Does that make sense? That's exactly what I'm feeling for you guys. So I'm going to leave that here, and I hope this helped in any way it could, because mainly this was a lot of it just like, this was just like a lot of like advice and like helpful like things, and what you should be trying to do for your own benefit, for your own mental health, your own emotional health, and even if it's a little bit of stretching during the day, like a little stretch here and there. I like to do a lot of different things throughout my day. I listen to music, so we listen to these kinds of music, like the meditation music, throughout my readings, but I listen to other music. I dance, I do workouts, I do my makeup, I I cook myself a little bit of food here or there, because I'm not really big on eating most of my mornings or afternoons. I'm a bigger eater, like towards after 3:30, which is whatever, but yeah. Anyway, so I also play my game. I play Red Dead and I play GTA, and I do the challenge for both of those, which the challenge for Red Dead is like something that they actually put on the list, and I just go spin the wheel on the GTA game. Sometimes I do the other things because I have businesses on there too that I deal with, but like I don't spend more than like 30 minutes doing one thing. Like it's always multiple different things, and if I have to spread it out to like, okay, I'll go back to playing, or I'll go back to working out, or I'll go back to listening to music, or I'll go back to creating something, or I'll go whatever it may be, like I will split up all the little portions of my day so that I make sure I can still get everything I want to do that will fulfill me, that will keep me motivated to keep being a mother, to keep being a fiance, to keep doing the things I need to do for others that I love. So I need to benefit myself to also benefit them. So I need to fill up my cup before I can fill up theirs, right? So yeah, that's exactly how this works. And I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Have a beautiful rest of your day.